Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and yes, I'm back with another review and continuing our look at figures that came way earlier than expected. This is Transformers Amazon exclusive Wreck and Rule Collection Prime Universe Bulkhead. This is a simple repaint of the previously released Legacy Prime Universe Bulkhead with an included Warhammer from the Prime Universe breakdown. Now, just to be clear, this is not a fully assembled version of the Arms Micron that Prime bulk breakdown came with that turned into a hammer. This is a new mold and new sculpt. To be honest, I don't remember if this is closer to the animation design or not. As I said, this is an Amazon exclusive, originally scheduled to be released in November. It showed up a couple days ago on my doorstep, along with, let's see, Studio Series 86 RC and Wreck and Rule Collection Twin Twist. So, yeah, whole bunch of stuff there. Also, Springer was released, but I ultimately canceled Springer since it was going to be too much of an expense too soon. And to be honest, I wasn't really feeling that mold anyway, which means I also will not be able to fully complete Not Mjolnir, which this is the included piece right here. You fold it down, it forms the end of the hammer. Yeah, great. Nice. You can hear it right now. It's going back into the box. So, yeah, there's that. Obviously, in my opinion, I think this paint deco, which is much more of a classic military olive drab camouflage, is a wink and a nod to the G.I. Joe APC personnel carrier, one of the classic and iconic vehicles from the 1980s A Real American Hero toy line. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's really what I think. Now, you can store all the weapons, but you have options. Basically, you can. The weapons are stored right now the way they are on Bulkhead, meaning the wrecking ball and shoulder rifle are inside. If you had wanted to store the hammer and not include the wrecking ball, which would have no other place to store on the figure. Well, you could store it on the outside. What you would do is then take the hammer like so, peg it in to this post right here. If I can. I had this. Tell me there's a. Yeah. Okay, there's. Got to go in that way. And then the gun will peg right on top, and then you'll be able to close it back up again with a little bit of the tail of the gun sticking out. And then I guess you could just stick the wrecking ball on one of these mini-con ports that are a little tighter than you might think. But other than that, the figure still rolls. Transformation is still the same, so we'll just go from this to this. And of course, we can't take a look at a repaint without bringing out the original version of the mold. So here is Legacy Bulkhead. You can see the differences in the colors. Much more of the classic military olive drab with the camouflage here. Instead of that clear blue, the Gatling gun is now done in a smoked clear gray, black, gunmetal gray. Wrecking Ball is fairly similar, and having it in hand, you see that, wow, that hammer is really undersized. Usually what I like to do in terms of wielding it is just stick it here in the bottom of the wrecking ball. That gives you a little more mass to it, and you can get some more fun poses out of it. Other than that, all the other regular gimmicks work, the different shield gimmicks and stuff like that. You can hold the gun, what have you. Turn it around the back here, you see the difference. with the again, the different color scheme. I mean, this is just a straight repaint with a new accessory. There's nothing really spectacular to it. I mean, I'm just rather flat on this whole wreck and rule line for the most part. I think it was a little too early to get a straight repaint of Bulkhead like this. But then again, it's supposed to come in November, so who knows what was supposed to come sooner. Um, but yeah, um, really, that's about it. Articulation is exactly the same. You know, this whole front cab section is clear plastic still, so if you're going to have an issue there, that's still there. So we'll pause and come back with my final thoughts. Like I said, this entire Amazon subline just feels flat to me. There's not a lot here to get excited about. Um, I mean, thus far I've looked at two figures, and they were okay. I mean, Twin Twist was fun just because it's been a while since I've handled that mold, and you know, this it's a great opportunity to get that mold without paying a couple $100. But Bulkhead here, the new hammer, the different paint deco. If you can get I mean, it's about the same price as the Legacy version, so you really have a choice. If you haven't picked up Legacy Bulkhead, maybe you might enjoy this version. But really, that's all there is to it. It's just flat. I don't know when the other figures are coming. Who knows? They can be showing up tomorrow magically. But all in all, I have to say that unlike the previous Amazon exclusive lines like Galaxy Odyssey and stuff like that, this just is really coming across as flat. So that's about it for the review. If you like this review, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. That'll help with the algorithms and promoting my channel. Um, and that really does help get the word out and my subscribers out, and that I'm here and I'm doing these videos. As a lot of you have mentioned, I do figures that a lot of other reviewers don't touch, and that's something I kind of pride myself on. So for Wreck and Rule Bulkhead, oops, we will see you next time.